So, what if everyone goes into the stock market and buys and holds their stocks like indefinitely? What is the likelihood of that? Now, this is October of 2020, the year of our Lord COVID-19, and right now the stock market, as far as I know, everybody's talking about how it's going to drop. It's at a high, and every time it drops, it kind of goes back up. Everybody kind of has learnt, I guess, from past recessions and listening to, is it Susie Orman and other people like Warren Buffett? Buy and hold, you buy and hold. You buy when it's red and well, I guess you don't sell when it's green. But I think that's what a lot of people have heard, and with the advent of apps like Robinhood, and is it Webull? I don't know exactly, and other apps that make it easy for younger people, less knowledgeable people to get into the stock market. I think that that's the reason why the stock market is at such a high, because people don't have the ability to, do they? Can you bet on these games anymore? I heard one person saying that he couldn't bet on sports anymore, but of course, the NBA just finished, and I think maybe baseball finished. Of course, all of this is in the U.S. Everybody watches the S&P and the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq and all that other stuff, and I'm just wondering. I think many people, a lot of people who were recently able to get into the stock market, they all have heard, or many of them have heard about the fact that if you just leave your money in an index fund, or you buy and you hold and you don't bother to try being a day trader, that's probably going to end up pretty good for you in the long term. I mean, that's what a lot of these YouTubers that I listen to, that's what they say. And everybody has access to similar people who are saying similar things. And it really looks to me as if this is what people are doing. They're not trying to get in and out. They're trying to trade, to buy stocks and hold them for a really long time. Now, what happens if everybody buys and holds on to their stocks? That really means that, now I'm thinking about it here on the fly, because I thought that, hey, that would mean that the market would freeze, potentially, unless the economy in the US does a lot better and there are more and more reasons for people to feel that the value of these stocks are going up, that the prices of stocks might simply stagnate. But if there is less supply because everybody is buying and holding, and demand stays the same or increases, it means that the prices of these stocks that do manage to end up getting traded will likely to go higher and higher and higher. Now, I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen a vaccine come out yet. We've seen the fact that some people can get reinfected by the disease a second time. But I think beyond all of those things is that we were expecting that there was going to be a recession anyway, even if the disease was not around. So, okay, great. We get a vaccine, everybody gets a shot. Of course, that's not happening, but enough people get the shot that it's not that much of a concern anymore. People are going to movies, they're going out to restaurants again. People are finding money to open up these restaurants and these movies and fly around some more. The fact is that there are a lot of what are they called, these zombie companies around. These companies that don't have enough money to pay off their long-term debts, but they have and will, I presume, continue to have, because of how low interest rates are right now. They'll continue to have money to at least chug along until the real recession comes? Or is it that this has not triggered the real recession? Things are just going to go back to where they were chugging along? I don't know. But as I'm thinking about it, like I said, if we do manage, or if the US or, the first world manages to come out of this onto the other side and sort of, well, there's no more V recovery, but if things go back to how they were to an extent, then I guess the value of these stocks are going to just keep on going up. I mean, they did dip, but then they rebounded and they're really pretty high right now. I guess in many ways it's really still unknown, because if everything goes back to normal, are people going to try to get out of the stock market at that point because they want to use their money for vacations and trips and whatever else that they were normally using their money for? I mean, those people who haven't lost their jobs and are able to put money into the stock market, are they going to tank the market at that point because they want to take their money out? And as fast as some people take their money out, prices fall, and then more and more people get excited and take their money out, and then we finally have a rout completely? Or is it going to occur in a natural sort of way where we kind of continue along the path and wait for the plunge, but then people decide that, okay, we're going to continue to buy on the lows and keep the stock market high even through a recession? I guess it is not as cut and dried as I might have thought about it when I got into this piece, but I suppose it's still interesting to think about. Of course, I'm hearing these things now, and this is not related to stock prices anymore, but the US is now the second largest economy in the world. That kind of just happened. I don't recall what day it was that was established, but of course, if China is growing still and the US isn't, then seeing as it was so close, things were so close, then I guess the US is the second economy in the world now. But I wasn't really thinking about that, and I guess everybody would have thought that was a lot further down the road than it happened to be. Anyway, that's me today. Talk to you later.